Hello, everybody. My name is Eric, and this is another different segment of. As you can see, I'm even still in the garage. I just did the animation video yesterday, and I realized that it actually went full screen instead of just that shitty little, half screen there. So I'm gonna try this out. So let's get right into it. Right off the bat, the Cardinals traded for AP. I know he was unhappy in New Orleans. So it was just a matter of time before he was gone. Maybe he'll get some more reps over there. So many players went down last week. Brandon Marshall done for the season. Odell done for the season. The Giants are done for the season. Did you see Odell's? That was a nasty injury. Watt is done for the season. I feel horrible for the guy. He does so much for that team and community, and he just gets shit on with injuries. And Eifert is now done for the season, having season-ending injury or surgery. Another crazy week in the NFL this week with all these injuries. Buffalo taking a hard loss. I knew it was going to happen after having those two big wins. The Giants remain the worst team in the NFL. I take back what I said about the Jets not winning a game. Apparently it was the other New York team that wasn't going to win a game. Then they continued to get worse. I wish Nick Folk would have made a couple of kicks or two because that would have helped me out this week. I got to bite my tongue on that Miami Titans game. It was ugly, and I didn't think Miami could pull it off. They did. And then Big Ben throwing 5 INTs. That's crazy. The Jags defense is nothing to fuck with, I guess. It was a nice comeback from Green Bay. Made me a little nervous there, but they got the win. All right, it's time for Fantasy Update. I did a lot this week because I lost. I made quite a few moves. First off, I traded Diggs for Brandon Cooks and that rookie running back from Green Bay, Aaron Jones. I think Montgomery will be out for a little bit, and Jones isn't too bad. I mostly did it for Brandon Cooks. Diggs is up and down every week. I finally traded Cooper Kupp for Tavon Austin, who I already dropped, and Wilson from the Chiefs, who's actually picking it up and not doing too bad. He's doing better than Kupp, that is. I picked up Kendall Wright and dropped Robert Kelly from Washington because his highest week is like 4 points. And I dropped the Seahawks defense, and I picked up Jacksonville's defense. Not just because of last week, because they've been consistent. And then I swooped in and grabbed AP and dropped Eli Rogers. I already had trades for him. People think he's going to do good in Arizona, especially since Arizona dropped Chris Johnson. So look for him to get a few more I'm not going to start him, but I think he might have a few more yards than he did or a few more carries than he did in New Orleans. All right, let's get into Week 6 picks. This week, Dallas, Seattle, Buffalo, and Cincinnati have bye weeks. I didn't do too well last week. It's been a couple weeks now because these games have been all over the place. But I'm 48 and 28 overall. All right, tonight is a great game. You got the Panthers at home against the Eagles. Although both teams are pretty tough and they're on fire right now, the Panthers have a little more experience on their team and they're home. And I like the Panthers in this one. If the Eagles can beat the Panthers in Carolina, the Eagles are the real deal. Next game is the Lions and the Saints. I think we got a new comeback king, Matt Stafford. I know he almost did it last week, and Carolina had a pretty decent lead, and they only lost by a few. The Saints have some decent rookies on their teams, but the Lions will come in and roar. I got the Lions over the Saints. I got the Redskins at home over the 49ers. 49ers team, they're just, they got a lot of new players there, and I think they can't score TD, man. They're having a hard time scoring a touchdown, and until then, they're going to continue to lose. I got the Redskins over the Niners. I got the Packers over the Vikings. Come on, it's Rodgers, and you never know. You don't know who the Vikings QB is going to be. Keenum, I don't know. You never know with him either. He's up and down. I have the Patriots over the Jets, maybe. Who knows with these Patriots and the Jets team. I thought the Jets wouldn't get a win, and now they have 3, and they're in second. I'm pretty sure they're second because Patriots don't have a divisional win yet. So I'm going to go with the Patriots, but who knows. Next, I have Falcons at home over the Dolphins. I think they got lucky last week. Cutler is not going to beat the Falcons this week. I know they were booing him a lot. Who's their backup? Moore? Is Moore their backup? I don't know. Falcons take it. Next game, Ravens at home over the Bears. The Bears, I think, could be good in a year or two if they just continue to build around a solid QB. Could be Trubisky. I mean, he wasn't too bad. He had a couple decent, accurate throws, so we'll see how he goes. But if you keep with him, don't keep switching up like the Browns do, but keep with the QB and work around him. And I think John Fox will do that. Next game, I have the Texans at home over the Browns. Like I said, the Browns switched QBs more than I switched socks. The Texans did take a few hits on defense, but Deshaun Watson, he's something special. He's something to watch there. So I got Texans over the Browns. Next game, Jacksonville at home over the Rams. At the beginning of the year, I would have never thought that this game would be one to look forward to, and it's going to be a tough battle, but with Jackson's defense, I think Jacksonville's going to take it. Next, I have the Buccaneers over the Cardinals in Arizona. They did pick up a new kicker in Tampa Bay, which is nice. I feel like that was the missing piece, and they're going to start to win. Except for next week against Buffalo, they're going to lose terribly, but they're going to beat the Cardinals this week. For the next game with the Raiders and the Chargers, if Carr is back, which I hope he is, they're in Oakland, and I even with EJ Manuel, I think they could beat the Chargers. But Chargers got a decent team, and they're just they were like the Giants earlier on. Like, Giants had a good team, and they couldn't win with them. And I feel like Chargers don't have that bad of a team, but Raiders are taking this one. Here's a good game, which I think the Steelers are going to start the season 3-3 because they're in Kansas City against a tough Chiefs team. I'm taking the Chiefs over the Steelers. The next game is Broncos and Giants. I mean, what are the Giants going to do right now? Might as well sign Ocho Cinco and T.O. because they're looking for teams at 45 years old. Anyways, I got the Broncos at home over the Giants. And for the Monday night game, Titans and Colts, they said Mariota could be back, but even I'm not convinced on the Colts. They're up and down as well. They're not going to do much without luck. I'm going to have to go with the Titans again. I know they lost to Miami, so they could possibly lose to the Colts, but I'm taking the Titans at home over the Colts. All right, over to you, Richie and Susan. Let's hear your Week 6 picks. And by the way, Susan is in a lead by like 3 games. Hello, Eric, and thank you for reminding everybody that stupid bitch is ahead of me. All right, right off the bat, I'm going to have to go with tonight's game. I'm taking the Eagles over the Panthers. That's right, I think the Eagles are the real deal, and they're going to beat these Panthers. The next 2 games, I'm going to have to take Jacksonville over the Rams. I agree with you, this defense is hot. And the next one, though, I'm going to say the Steelers are going to go in and shock the world and take down the Chiefs and give them their first loss in Kansas City. And for the last game, I'm going to have to go with the Lions over the Saints. Lions had a tough loss this week, and I think they're going to take down the Saints. Drew Brees is still a good QB, but he's getting up there in age, and it's starting to show. All right, over to you, Susan. Whore.
Hi, Eric. Man, I would give some good money to be able to roundhouse your ass, Richie. Just to let you know, I'm 13-7, and you're 10-10. All right, let's get started. The first game, I'm going to have to disagree with you, Richie, like usual. I'm going to go with the Panthers over the Eagles. I think the Panthers are just a little tougher than the Eagles are and have a little more experience. The second game, I'm going to take the Rams over Jacksonville. That's right, the Rams over Jacksonville. Maybe that 5-interception game was just a little bit of a fluke. And if the Rams can spread out with their receivers, I think they're going to take this one. With this third game, there's no way in hell the Steelers are going to beat the Chiefs in Kansas City after losing to the Bears in Jacksonville like that. I think Big Ben's days are numbered. I know, like I said, it could have been a fluke, but 5 interceptions, yikes. And for the last game, I'm going to have to go against both of you guys, and I'm going to take the Saints over the Lions. Maybe that loss last week will put them in a downward spiral, and I got a gut feeling about these Saints. All right, back to you, Eric, but real fast. Richie, check this out. Fight me, bitch.
I don't think Susan's messing around there, Richie. You better watch yourself there, bud. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like this animation better. I know it'll be full screen, and that's a big issue with some people. But I can keep doing it or until I get a new phone, or just always do it. Just let me know. Let me know what your picks are for the week. Let me know. Just let's talk some football, man. I can't say it enough. Let's talk some football. Hate, love, whatever. I'll go at it with people. Whatever you want to do, let's do it. I know I've said something in this video to piss somebody off. Check me out on Twitter at EricSweitzer64. Comment, subscribe, share. That's what I was going to say. And thanks for watching, guys. Also, with animation, I can do this. Goodbye!